The day was slowly getting dark. Adesuwa sat alone at the backyard in a devastated state. Tears run freely from her eyes. She couldn't believe all that was happening to her. The thoughts of her life ahead taunt her. What's to become of her if her husband Okaji comes back? Will he reveal her secret? Or will he choose to send her away? She thought about it. Okaji had left the house since in the morning after she came back home from market to meet Okaji and another woman on her matrimonial bed. Her husband and the girl were unmoved by her presence. After they were done with their sinful act, Okaji left home with the girl and hasn't returned home since then. How I wish I had ran away from my village with Osato, the man I truly loved and wanted to be with. We would have been living a better life by now, Adesuwa said as she tried to wipe her tears, waiting patiently for her fate. Adesuwa had began to feel dizzy where she was sitting. She didn't know when sleep took her, and by the next time she opened her, it was the dawning of a new day. She quickly grabbed her wrapper and tied it proper around her waist. My husband didn't came home yesterday. I guess I would have to look for him to his friend's house, Adesuwa thought within herself. But then a thought struck her. What if I go to my husband's friend's place, and I got disgraced there? I guess I would have to continue to wait for my husband at home till he comes back, Adesuwa concluded within herself. She got inside the house only to be shocked again. She met her husband and the girl from the previous day again in bed lying together. They had both came back the previous night while Adesuwa was fast asleep. By now it was now dawn on her that Okaji is no longer interested in her and wants to replace her with this new girl. But if he is no longer interested in me, he should make it known to me, at least officially divorce and let me go back to my village, Adesuwa pondered, while going back to the backyard to wail out her sorrows. But there a problem in the village. The customs and laws of the village does not allow or permit a woman to divorce her husband for any reason. To even say it is an abomination. It's believed that a woman belongs to the man for the rest of her life. And a man cannot just divorce his wife, except with a valid reason which the village head must approve before they could separate. And after the separation the woman must never get married again. But to Adesuwa it was more better for her to remain single than what she was to face ahead. Thought soon consumed Adesuwa, but she quickly remembers she has to prepare food for herself and her husband. So she quickly went to the kitchen to prepare pounded yam. She went to serve her husband with the gisi soup. When she served her husband, who was still romancing the new girl on the bed, he quickly looked at the food in disdain. Is this food you served be enough for me and my girl? Or you are so blind to see that I have a visitor? Okaji's voice echoed throughout the room. You call another woman you are using to cheat on me on our matrimonial a visitor? Adesuwa demanded, as tears streamed down her face. For your notice her name is Asosa, and she is my new wife, and I would be going to pay her bride price by tomorrow, Okaji replied. Adesuwa fell into a confused state. Now go and get something for her to eat, Okaji commanded. But I didn't prepared anything for her, Adesuwa protested. But you prepared for yourself, then bring your food for her to eat now, Okaji thundered. That evening the Asosa, the new wife, left to her parents' house to prepare for Okaji's arrival the next day. Adesuwa quickly seized the opportunity to talk with Okaji. She met with Okaji that night and pleaded with Okaji to divorce lawfully, and let her go since he is getting married to another woman. But Okaji sternly refused. He tells her that she is married, no going back till death. He then went further that if peradventure she tries to run away back to her village, that he would look for her there, reveal her secret and disgrace her. Okaji's words sent shivers down her spine. She knelt down and further tried to beg Okaji, but he instead threatened to report her if she raised this discussion ever again. Walked out her Okaji's new wife Asosa started showing her real character, as she was the complete opposite of Adesuwa. She was very rude, lazy, mannerless, lacks respect, and would sometimes even insult her husband for the slightest provocation. Adesuwa was like a slave to her, as she would command her like a slave. Adesuwa was washing her husband's clothes when the new wife comes outside. She immediately questioned Adesuwa why she didn't add her clothes she was washing. Adesuwa replied her and demanded if she didn't have hands to wash her clothes herself. The new wife immediately gets provoked as she slaps Adesuwa hot slaps. Adesuwa did not dare retaliate, as she waited for her husband to come so she could report to him. But Asosa was faster and had gone to report to him that Adesuwa had beaten her for asking her to help her wash her clothes. Okaji became furious. He didn't even allow Adesuwa to explain. He beats the hell out of her, ordered her to be always washing Asosa's clothes. Adesuwa had fully became like a slave in her matrimonial home. Days turn it months and months into years. Okaji's new wife, Asosa, had now had 2 kids, a boy and a girl, while Adesuwa had none. Okaji had stopped sleeping with Adesuwa ever since he brought in Asosa. Adesuwa was like a slave to the Asosa, as she was the one going for errands, washing everyone's clothes, including the kids, bathed and took care of the kids, while the new wife goes to parties and enjoys with her friends. Meanwhile, Adesuwa had no friend. Her husband's house was like a cage for her. One faithful evening, Okaji had gone to see his friends in their usually palm wine joint. Madam Wine, you are the best. If not that you have a husband, I would have make you my first wife, Okaji said jokingly as everyone laughed. Since I started visiting this spot, I have not had any reason to visit another palm wine spot, another customer joked. Okaji, have you ever felt pity for Adesuwa for once? Obasiji said as his mood suddenly changes. Another nodded. I have been longing to ask this question too. Okaji hesitated, then leaned closer. I thought we all came to enjoy ourselves. Okaji paused for a while to take a sip of his palm wine and then continued. And moreover, it was at this same spot you guys approved my marriage to another woman. So why making me feel guilty? One of his friends frowned. Yeah, we did, but we didn't approve your maltreatment and enslavement of Adesuwa. Exactly, another voiced out. It's clear that you guys have been gossiping me at my back, Okaji said, as he laughed ironically, trying to cover the truth. Whether gossip or whatever you call it, as far as you got to hear it from the same people who gossiped you and not third party, then it's not gossip. It only shows we love you, Obasiji replied. So my dear friends, what's the gossip about? Okaji asked. Rumors of maltreatment of Adesuwa by you and especially Asosa. My wife used to tell how it used to be the talk of the women around the village, but as a man I kick out words as rumors and not true. Not until the last time we all visited your house. I was shocked to see Adesuwa's state. Adesuwa, who was once a pinnacle of beauty, once the talk of the village when you married her, now looking haggard like a mere slave. Obasiji lamented. I really felt pity for her, another added. Up till now I'm still wondering what you saw on Asosa's body that made you choose Asosa over Adesuwa. When you told us you found a new girl, we didn't knew you were talking about Asosa, that mannerless woman. I guess we wouldn't have approved taking her in. Obasiji said in a pitiful tone. Obasiji, you would not address my wife, Asosa, in that manner. Mind what you say, Okaji cautioned. Then you would mind the way you treat someone else's daughter, in the name of she is your wife, Obasiji replied angrily. One of his friends frowned. Even if she did an abominable act by having sex before marriage, but that was then, can't you just forgive her and move on? Moreover, she is a good wife, every man would want to have. Have you came to scold and insult me today? Okaji demanded. We are only trying to advise you as friends. So then what's the way forward? Okaji demanded. If you are no longer interested in Adesuwa, divorce her, and stop putting in untold pain, Obasiji replied. Exactly, another added. Okaji became quiet. See friend, we only want the best for you. Don't inquire curse upon yourself and your children, because if you continue like this and Adesuwa dies, you will get cursed, Obasiji said as he finishes his palm wine. With this, everyone departed to their various homes. Okaji got home, with the weight of what his friends had told him. By now he began to feel real guilt, and was ready to do anything to atone for his wrongdoings to Adesuwa, including divorcing her legally without revealing her secret. When he got home, he first went to Adesuwa's room. Adesuwa was already fast asleep, so he went to his bedroom and met Asosa still awake, so he tells her of his decision to divorce Adesuwa legally and let her go back to her village. End of part 2. Thanks for watching. Watch out for part 3. Please do well to like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell.